Overcome first. Portsmouth's fate then in their own hands here at the JJB Stadium, with half an ear as well on what's going on between Birmingham and Newcastle at St Andrews. But the key at the outset is to keep it tight, and David Thompson here is already linking up well with Henri Camara, and he's found Camara once more, who's got his first shot away.
That's a terrific touch, you know, for Henri Camara, just to buy himself a little bit of space to shoot on goal. There's one thing I would say about this Wigan side, though, during the course of this season. I mean, they've everybody's surprise package. I think a lot of pundits up and down the country expected them to be involved in a relegation battle and probably be relegated by now. So
here's Thompson. Gary Teal on the right. Three in the middle here for Wigan. Thompson's one of them!
Well, you wouldn't expect him to get anywhere near it, would you? Thompson, who's round about 6 foot. He had no right really to climb and win this, but he does very, very well.
Crisp throw-in. D'Alessandro, who's liable to flip from one side to the other, and Todorov got underneath it.
Well, this is brilliant play from D'Alessandro. I mean, Paul Jewell will be fuming how he manages to get out of such a tight area, intact, and supply a wonderful ball towards the far post. And Todorov now,
this year, with its reputation as a rugby town, it's Taylor's ball in, a great ball as well.
Great
Good
header.
Defensive header.
Great header from Leighton Baines. We've seen a couple of important interceptions by both fullbacks. And Todorov just applauding the cross from Taylor. And this is what I was talking about earlier, the delivery that either D'Alessandro or Taylor can give you on this left-hand side. It's a fabulous ball into Todorov.
O'Neill's corner. Stefanovic climbs for it. It broke to Benjani. It's produced a good save.
You know, he's just desperate for goals. This ball finds its way to him at the far post, and he's just a real swinger with his left foot. A decent enough save, comfortable enough save, really.
Bonda, Stefanovic, now Davis. Cleared by Jackson. Wigan relieved to get it in the other half, but Camara's offside.
Terrific.
O'Neill's ball in towards Todorov, which he attacked, but Onsho stood his ground.
Well, it's all Portsmouth at the moment. They get real backing from their fans, and they've responded in style, the visiting team.
D'Alessandro with a kick. Bends one in towards Sean Davis, and he'd not expected that to get past Kavanagh. Kavanagh's managed to ride Stefanovic's challenge, and he's played a beautiful ball through. Henri Camara, good save.
Needed to go far post, Rob. That was a fantastic ball from Kavanagh. But this is where it has to go far post. He goes near, and it's a comfortable save because
all his goals have come from outside the box, so whatever range he gets it at, you can expect the Portsmouth fans to implore him to shoot. He's away again! Offside! Flags up late. The moment he went for the ball, it went up. And Henri Camara's joy is short-lived.
I'm not convinced, Rob. I'm not convinced. That was a fabulous ball from David Thompson. And this is a problem when the linesmen put their flag up late, and they've been told to do this, but I actually thought his run was very good. Well, I don't think he's offside there, because I think Matthew...
PFA's Premiership Team of the Year last weekend. Teal. Henri Camara. Over the head of Stefanovic. Oh, what a start Camara's had. He's so unlucky not to have scored already.
And you never know what's next from this fella. Possesses a lot of skill. Very, very talented. And terrific piece of skill.
Here's Thompson. Pedro Mendes. Kylie this season in a great Carling Cup revival for Blackburn against Charlton when they were 2-0 down and went through.
He's not having a very good season, Dean Kiley, is he? You mentioned about all the goal scorers against him.
Well, it's sort of improved since he moved to Portsmouth, although he's still only kept one clean sheet, and Camera looking to spoil that record still further. But the goalkeeper makes the save.
Yeah, good save.
Off the line by Baines.
Oh, what a great header that was from Sean Davis, near post. Fantastic delivery as well. You know, people tell you time and time again, make sure you get somebody on that post. Fabulous header from Davis. Probably deserved a goal. Such was the quality of the ball in from D'Alessandro, and the header from...
Thompson's corner, a disappointment, cleared by the first man, Benjani, but he'll get a second bite at the cherry here, Thompson. Oh, and it's fallen to Camera! And this time it counts.
Well, it's the pure, simplest of opportunities for Henri Camara. They just don't deal with the first corner from Thompson. But this time his delivery was immaculate. Good header from Jackson. Point blank save, really. Pure reactionary from Dean Kiley, and it drops to the feet of Henri Camara, and he certainly wasn't going to miss that chance. He's onside when the header is made from Matt Jackson. So I don't think there's any question about any offsides, but this is a good header from Jackson, and look at that, they don't deal with it, do they? Stevanovic has really got to try and get across.
Thompson, whose cross was at the source of the goal. That one's blocked by O'Neill, but Roberts comes out to reach it, and Primus gets it away. Chimbonda, Teal, clever footwork away from Taylor. Camera!
How's he only got one goal? First off, fabulous play here from Teal. Just have a look at this footwork. Matthew Taylor didn't know how to deal with a great delivery, and it was really set up for Cameron. He almost just tries too hard to...
Well, as things stand, Birmingham would be poised to go a point behind Portsmouth going into the final day, but plenty of football to be played yet, and it's rattled off the top of the bar by O'Neill.
Just have a look at the goalkeeper's reaction here. Terrific effort from O'Neill. Todorov again, a willing runner in the channels, but Mike Pollett here, he thinks that's going high and wide, and then he's just relieved that it doesn't drop in behind him towards that far post. Real top spin.
On by McCulloch. On show. Chimbonda. Teal. Kavanagh. Ball in by Baines. It's Kavanagh!
Decent strike. He's got the ability to unleash good shots from round about that distance. Needs something special to beat a goalkeeper from round about 30-35 yards. Very nearly a clever ball, wasn't it, from Baines to Jason Roberts. And again, not the best of clearances from Portsmouth.
In the final 5 minutes of the half, amazing that Wigan and Henri Camara in particular only have one goal, but that's all the difference is. Todorov. Taylor. Here's Stefanovic. Flags up against Todorov.
Both centre forwards are probably offside there. Todorov and Benjani. A little bit lazy on their part, really. I think if that back four steps up, you've got to come with them.
Baines. Thompson looking to make the break. Can he keep it in? Pedro Mendes got back.
He's had a very effective first half, hasn't he, David Thompson? But, Pedro Mendes did well, just tracking the run from midfield. I just wondered whether he's going to come up with one of his specials from around about 20 yards, Pedro Mendes.
Oh, he started the run off, just one defeat in 8 now. Jackson!
How's he had a free header there? He hasn't really had to work that hard to get into a position to score. Terrific delivery from Thompson. And Jackson finds himself again unopposed. Camera that time, he really ought to have buried it.
O'Neill's cross too deep for Davis. And Chimbonda there, ahead of Taylor. But the half-time whistle goes with Wigan leading, and a slap in the face for Harry Redknapp from a former player of his, Henri Camara, who scored once, could have had many more, should have had one more.
But maybe give them a little bit more attacking emphasis.
Well, Portsmouth then kick off the second half with their Premiership futures back in the balance. Trailing here, Birmingham level with Newcastle.
Full-backs, he wants to be playing up further forward.
Here's Roberts. Baines. Here's Todorov. Well, O'Neill and Priss between them got very little change out of Leighton Baines in the first half. Baines sticking tight there to Todorov. This is D'Alessandro. Rolls it into Benjani's path. Oh, what a chance! Has he missed? What an opening for Todorov.
Well, he's had some good chances so far, and that's certainly the best of them all. He really does pick out his striking partner, and it's a pick that should have really been finished off. I mean, they don't come any easier than this, I have to say. And it almost just skips up off his calf rather than his boot.
D'Alessandro and Baines both off, but now allowed straight back on. Here's Todorov. Pedro Mendes. Now Stefanovic. Pedro Mendes. D'Alessandro. It's Prisk's cross, and O'Neill hits it. Benjani was in for the follow-up and couldn't get there.
But good ball from Priske. And picks out the run from Gary O'Neill.
Now Teal. Done well. Not with the finish though.
Well, that was a bit of a swinger, wasn't he? His left foot.
Gary O'Neill, who along with Lamana Lualua leads the goal-scoring totals for Portsmouth this season.
Never a dull moment, I think, is the phrase.
They've got a former Football League official who was on the spot as fourth official today, Kevin Lynch, back in active service.
Yeah, he seems to be enjoying it as well down there, but he's got his hands full because that technical area is occupied with all sorts of people. And I think Routledge looks as if he's going to get the nod. I'm not really surprised because they just need to throw on another attacking player.
Here's O'Neill. Stefanovic. Todorov. Taylor! Oh, it's off the post! He's done it! Benjani has got his first goal for the club! He's waited so long, and he could not have picked a better moment at which to strike. Survival within their reach again. D'Alessandro's corner flies right across. O'Neill back out to D'Alessandro, a wise move. Toys with Kavanagh, gets it across. Benjani's in there again, and Onsho hooks it up.
They got lucky, Rob. You know, there's a couple of occasions there when Wigan could have cleared their lines. And the emphasis now is clearly with Portsmouth. They really are turning up the heat, turning up the pressure on this Wigan side.
It's D'Alessandro who swings this corner in. Headed away to Pedro Mendes, and is clawed away.
Oh, we nearly had a Mendes special, didn't we? This guy, he thought that this was heading towards the back of the net. Fabulous strike and an equally fabulous save. Well, he's had one or two important moments, hasn't he, since he left Tottenham to go to Portsmouth.
No score at St Andrews. Stefanovic's ball in, headed away by Baines. It's D'Alessandro! Only just missed.
Well, we very nearly saw the quality that D'Alessandro clearly possesses. Exactly where he wanted to put this strike, and that was towards that far post. And this is an anxious moment, both for Wigan and certainly for D'Alessandro. Just couldn't and didn't come down quick enough. But you can see what he's trying to do.
O'Neill, he's tried to play in Todorov, and Pollitt hasn't made it. Benjani's free if he can find him. Was that a hand? It was. It's a penalty, and it's going to be a card as well. It's going to be a red card. Teal is off.
Well, Pollitt made a very early decision that he was going to come for the ball, and then he overcommitted himself. It's a fabulous ball floated to the far post. Was it a sending off? I don't think so, because the way he jumps, he gets leverage with his arm, but he's actually looking away from the situation.
This is what you call a pressure kick, but Taylor scores it! It could be the difference between survival and relegation. It could, on this very day, ensure Portsmouth survive. And look at the sprint that Taylor has made from one end of the pitch to the other to celebrate in front of his own fans. They know just how vital that goal is.
Well, you can't deny him those celebrations, but I tell you what,
Liverpool at home, their last game. That could be a party day, especially if they can seal it here, and Gary O'Neill could do, but he hasn't made it three. Pollitt makes the save.
Well, he made a fabulous run, and the ball from D'Alessandro was top quality.
Headed back by Kavanagh. Here's Shana. Headed by Primus against Jason Roberts. Lovely ball on by Todorov. Benjani up against Onshow. And he's beaten him!
Good save. Great save from Pollitt. The goal that he scored, and certainly the part that he played in winning the penalty, showing great strength and tenacity. And unfortunately,
O'Neill came short for the corner and is linking up with D'Alessandro, finding Matt Taylor. Benjani, and it's fallen to Taylor.
I'm not sure whether there was any contact taken on, really, when he went back to Portsmouth under controversial circumstances. Well, he's had a real deliberation, because Carades looked as if he was stripped and ready for action. Harry's changed his mind, and now it looks as if Wayne Routledge is going to get the nod.
Primus with the header away. McCulloch looking to win it for Wigan. Back by Chimbonda to Leighton Baines. And Taylor relieved to get that one to safety, and he's found Svetoslav Todorov, and the ball was on to D'Alessandro, and he's picked him out. Benjani, the only man in the middle. Todorov's there as well now, but he's gone for goal himself.
Great shame. He worked an opening on his favoured left foot there, and they look as if they're about to do it.
Portsmouth have done all they can do. They've won here, and it's all about now how it finishes at St Andrews, where Birmingham are being held